All right, let me tell you what's holding you back, and you already know this intuitively. Fear is holding you back. So I've been doing some webinars on how to start a practice, and one of the questions that I ask is what's holding you back? What's stopping you from starting a private practice, or maybe even taking your private practice that you already have to the next level? What's stopping you? What's holding you back? It's always fear. And usually the people attending the webinar will use the word fear. They might say, well, I just don't know about this, or I'm not sure how to do this. That's fear. But 75% of the people who I ask that in the webinar say fear. And sometimes it's just that, just fear. But they might say, I fear failure, or I fear that this might not work out, or I fear that I don't know what to do. So that's what they say. There's three things that combat fear. And remember, fear is an emotion. And emotion tends to override reason because emotion comes from our frontal lobe, and it's just the first thing that kicks in. And then you have a hormonal release, and fear and emotion overtake reason. You got to take reason back, all right? You got to combat fear. And here's how you do it. There's three things that you can do that will combat the fear of starting your private practice or taking that practice to the next level, okay? So the first is knowledge and training. Okay, knowledge and training, gathering data in a very objective way, writing that data down, learning, reading, watching this video. That's one thing to combat fear. The second thing is having a mentor. And hopefully I've been a mentor for you in certain ways, whether you're watching the video and I'm helping you out in that direction, or maybe you've been listening to my podcast, or maybe you've emailed me or messaged me. Hopefully I've been a mentor for you. The third thing is community. So that's what we do on social media, right? We're talking to other practice owners, we're asking questions, we're learning from them, and having that back and forth, that feedback. Or maybe you have someone in your local community that you've been talking to. Maybe a business owner in your community has been helping you out, and you've been asking them questions. These are the three subjects, objects, tasks that will combat fear every time, objectively combat fear. These are the three things that I offer in the Academy of Private Practice. And actually enrollment to the Academy of Private Practice is happening right now for 5 days until Saturday, January 20th. If you're watching this in the future, I open enrollment to the Academy once per quarter. So 4 times a year, I open enrollment just for 5 days at a time. I have to control the flow there to help you out personally. Those are the three things that I offer in the Academy of Private Practice: training, the videos, all the resources that I have in there, a mentor. So I can help mentor you in starting your private practice the right way. And community is the other practice owners in the Academy of Private Practice. We're helping each other out. Once a month, we do a mastermind, and we just help each other out with very specific questions and difficulties that they're having in the mastermind once per month. I want you to join me on a webinar. The webinar is the basics of starting your private practice. Now, even if you just started a private practice, you're going to learn a ton from this webinar. And I offer a free checklist, a free cheat sheet. It's like a cheat notebook, actually. Links and steps that you need to go through in order to start your private practice the right way. And I've had such a good showing in these webinars that I've been doing on starting a private practice. And if you have attended one of those, I really appreciate you showing up. It's an interactive webinar. It's not just me just in a recording. This is a live webinar, and we're interacting. It's back and forth. It's me asking questions. I just love the interaction, okay? So join me on the free webinar. Go to startatherapypractice.com/webinars. It's the training. It's the knowledge that's going to help you combat fear. Don't be afraid. I'm going to help you through this, okay? If you have any questions, email me, scott@startatherapypractice.com, or you can message me, leave a comment down below. And I just want you to know not to be afraid, all right? Don't be afraid. It's going to be okay. You can do this. You can so do this. All right. Until next time, Godspeed to you in your practice.